Welcome to an overview on Credit Analyzer and how to also order this report presented by Advantage Credit. Now, we are in a purchase market today, and it's also critical to go out and develop new relationships with realtors and enhance the existing relationships you have. This is an excellent report to promote with your realtor contacts that for each pre-approval they bring to you, you'll provide that borrower with the consultation report or the analyzer report that will advise them on how to improve their scores naturally while they're trying to sell their current home and find that new perfect home. So it's a great report to help enhance those relationships and build more purchase business. Now, in addition to that, this is obviously a great report to provide to customers that you've had to turn down to low FICO scores, bad credit. You give them a game plan that allows them to follow, and hopefully 6 months later they come back and you can turn that decline application into an approved loan. And often the analyzer report is known to be only for people with bad credit. In reality, this is a great report to provide to all of your customers, even those customers that have scores in the 740s, 750s, because they're the ones that want to know why their score is not 780, 790, or even 800 or higher. So it's a great report to give to all of your customers. It adds value to your business, sets yourself apart from the competition, and possibly turn that customer into a repeat customer or also get additional referrals. Now, before we do a demo on how to order the report, I just want to remind you of a couple items. One is what impacts FICO scores. Well, keep in mind that the length of history and the payment history make up 50% of your FICO score. So just making your payments on time and keeping those accounts open and not closing accounts can actually have a positive impact on your FICO score. And then 30% of your credit is based on balances on revolving debt, credit cards, lines of credit, and of course, you're going to find the analyzer report is going to make recommendations on paying down credit card balances with the goal of getting it to 30% or possibly even less. Now, you will also notice, and as I do the demonstration, you'll find that sometimes the analyzer report will recommend opening up a credit card to help improve the score, and in other times it will not. Now, why is that? Well, the main reason is we're looking for that healthy mix of credit. So the perfect credit mix is having 2 installment loans with balances. So a mortgage, a car loan, a student loan, something with a fixed term, fixed payment. And then they're looking for 3 revolving accounts, credit cards, lines of credit, with balances at 30% of the high credit or less. Of course, no derogatory items, and then it's okay to have additional credit cards that you've had with long payment history and you pay those off each month. So again, you will find that if you have a very thin file, a customer with maybe just 1 or 2 credit cards, sometimes that analyzer report, depending on the time you have available, it will recommend to actually open up a credit card to improve the score. So let's go to the credit file and look at how you actually order a credit analyzer report. So once you've pulled up the credit analyzer report at our website, you can go to that credit file, and right over here under add-on products, you can click on Credit Analyzer. And under Credit Analyzer, there are 2 options to actually order a Credit Analyzer report. You can do it in Rapid Rescore mode, or you can also do it in Planning mode. Now, Rapid Rescore means that you only have maybe a very short period of time. Maybe you have a contract on a home and you need to close in 30, 45 days. So in that case, you're not going to have time to make recommendations that give you maybe a 2 or 3 month period to plan out opening up cards, establishing credit, etc., which normally would be the planning mode case. Now, you can also order this report by borrower one at a time, and you can do it on all 3 bureaus on one report. You can choose to do just 2 bureaus or just a particular bureau as well. I do recommend under disposable cash, you always change this from the default of $5,000 to $10,000. Now, I'm not saying your customer has that much money available, but if you leave it at $5,000, you might miss out on that one little extra recommendation that could help improve that customer score. So you might change this to $10,000 and just see if it gives you that $5,183 recommendation that you might have missed if you left it at $5,000. You also have the ability to view the existing report, your last credit analyzer report you ran. So late in the day, if you run a report, you've got the perfect scenario, you want to share it with your customer tomorrow, You come into the office the next day, you can always click here and look at the last analyzer report you viewed. So we're going to run one on Equifax. We're going to do rapid rescore, leave it at 10,000. We're going to go and click order right here. And at the top of the credit analyzer report, it's going to state the name of the customer. As you can see here, Joseph, and it's going to show the mortgage company, your name of your company, as well as which bureau it was run on. It will state where their credit is, whether it's excellent, good, fair, poor, or very poor, and then where their score is as a percent to the U.S. population. And then further down, it's going to give initially negative factors. What are things that are affecting their score in a negative way? Things they need to stop doing. So you can also click on these hyperlinks, these more buttons, and it'll expand the information to really customize this report based on information from the credit report itself. And then after the negative factors, you will want to award the customer for anything that's positive that they're doing. So usually there's a positive factor section as well that you can expand on as well. Now further down here it says potential score change. Now I want to emphasize there's no guarantees with these score improvements. This is a potential, and as you can see here, even though I put $10,000, it's only stating that I need $3,877 to complete all of these things to potentially raise my score by 36 points. Now further down it's then going to give you recommendations. What do you need to do to potentially raise your score by that amount? Now these are in order. So in order to get this 19-point improvement, you can't just jump down here and do just this. You need to do this first to raise the score potentially 5 points, and then this next item, and so on. So they are in order based on priority of what you have to do first, and then second, and then third, etc. So let me jump back to now a planning mode order. So let's say that realtor's brought you an opportunity of pre-approval. You're working with that borrower, and you've got some time. They need to sell their current home. They're looking for a new home. It could be 2-3 months. So you could change this to a planning mode, and we're going to run Equifax again. We'll just leave it at 5,000 this time. We're going to click order, and what you're going to find is there's one difference here now because we've got some time, and because this person has a thin credit file, they don't have enough credit cards or lines of credit open. We're going to go back down here to the bottom again, and we're going to see that it's actually recommending to open up a credit card, wait a month, and then once it's reported, potentially raise their score 14 points. So this will be the thing that will remind you, did I run this in planning mode or rapid rescore mode? Is if you see a recommendation to open up a credit card, keep in mind that's based on you've got the time, 2 or 3 months, to open up that credit card and then establish it and have it reported to the bureaus. So again, excellent report. I highly recommend using it. Here's the most important part, is we don't expect you to be an expert on all of these tools, and therefore you can always pick up the phone and contact our rescoring department. They're an excellent team, and they will advise you and work with you and help you on utilizing the credit analyzer report and making recommendations. Now if you want to, you can go to our website and go under Contact Us, Advantage Credit Staff, and you will find them all listed here as well. Again, excellent team. Highly recommend contacting them. They can assist you with running this report as well. I hope you have found this of value, and good luck with using the Credit Analyzer report.